trying to get a bond set for him for like the fourth time. Let's talk about it, or he trying to get out bail, what they want to call it. So check out the music entertainment playlist. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. He's still in there. A lot of people said, well, Gunna ratty, he snitched on him, but Gunna free, you know. And you know, Young Thug, I think if he get free, I think he will address Gunna in that situation. Well, Gunna was on the first 48, you know, snitching on somebody, they say. I seen the clip, so you know, it's subjective to what snitching is today, man. You never know what it truly is. You know, some people say if you tell on your dead homies, you a snitch. You know, I don't know, man. Like I said before, I ain't never been a street nigga. I grew up in Detroit. I grew up in the hood, but I have friends that sold, people that sold crack. So we had people that robbed, had people that toted guns, but like I said before, I was just lucky not to get caught up in it. I knew better. I knew exactly what I wanted to kind of do with life, and you know, I just never got enamored. And I had people I went to school with that got enamored with that shit. You know what I'm saying? That, you know, that was financially more well off than I was. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't the poorest at all. So, but you know, I know people that was, you know, who parents owned businesses and had bread and just wanted to get in the street and just wanted to be something they wanted to be a CB4 gangster. And they was enamored with that. And to me, bro, I just never got into it, bro. You know, but if I had to handle my business, you know, I could. You know, that's one thing the streets teach you. It teach you street smarts. It's one thing, kind of knowing the drug dealers, knowing the gangsters, just kind of, you know, kind of put you hip to some things. But yeah, for him, you know, he's citing that the food is unhealthy and, you know, his health is deteriorating in there and living off chocolate and cookies. And only time he get any sunlight or air is when he going to his court dates, and that his health is deteriorating and he need to get out. And, you know, shit, should have thought about that before you did what you did. You know, and they denied him 3 times, I think, prior to this, and this is 4th time. And I could see if he had a true health, you know, scare where he couldn't lift up, or, you know, he broke his leg or something in there, but they not gonna grant him bond or bail, whatever it is. They ain't gonna grant him that shit. And unless he got something severely wrong with him, and they trying to make an example, and that's why, you know, he ain't getting a speedy court process date. They try, and then you exchange drugs in the courts in the court too, and they got this man sending you giving you some perks or whatever it was in the courtroom, dude. That just let you know, them pills and that lean and all them drugs they be doing, bro. It's an addiction for you to do that in the fucking courtroom and then take an exchange in the courtroom. That lets you know a little something. So, but yeah, they ain't gonna grant him nothing, bro. And, you know, you gotta think about should have been thinking about that before he did what he did. Or allegedly did what he did, man. And he had every reason. And it's hard, a lot of people don't understand. When you in the streets like him and you like, oh, he made all the millions, bro. That ain't a behavior that you just jump out of. This ain't no movie where you get in character and you leave you out of character. I mean, you see people, even in movies, get in character and their character consume them. It's hard to leave the streets alone. Even when you get all the money, you hear people say, he made all that money. Why you still doing it? Sometimes they can't stop doing it. Or it's your life. You hear people saying, I ran off on the plug, or I walked away from selling dope. Man, that shit hard as hell to do. Because when somebody counting on you to help move some work, man, it's only one way out, 2 ways out, jail or death. But, in Atlanta, they trying to clean it up. And, this will happen when you stay at the crib. This is why you see guys leave, and you got to pay the price. And that time is the time. And it make him never want to commit another crime again. And he very may well walk with time served, but the message is already loud and clear. Because you figure if they got something really evident on him, hard evidence on him that come on, what they carrying this trial for? They must not really have nothing that's going to put him down for the rest of his life. Because this trial, they probably going to say, well, yep, we agree to this, and he might get, he might be in there 2-3 years, and they might say, well, 5 years or 2-3 years plus, because your time served, you can walk. They just wanted to take time from him. They just wanted to disrupt him, because you gotta remember, this is a local case. It's not a federal case. This is not a federal case. But he's sitting in there and he detoxing. He's sitting in there. He said his jail cell small. He don't get much exercise. Only time he get fresh air is when he go into the court and back to the court. And this is how you become institutionalized. And he's a celebrity, so he ain't being able to be in general population. He ain't seeing too much human contact. And all that energy that you get from the sun and from the sky and the carbon dioxide, not carbon dioxide, the air and all that shit you get, bro, all energy from other people. Energy from all that energy you get from the flowers and from the trees, cleaning the oxygen and shit and all that. All that you get, bro, when you're not getting that, you're not getting human contact. Put the drugs aside. You're not getting water, clean water. You're not getting the energy from other human beings and from the species and the plants and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? He dying in that motherfucker. Now on top of he dying, he detoxing. And once you in that situation for so long, that permanently alters your mind. And a lot of times, I used to, lift weights with a lot of guys that was in the pen, right? And they totally different people when they go in and when they come out. A lot of them guys are patient. You can look, even when they work out, they think before they move. You know what I'm saying? And it forces you into institutionalized mindset. So if he proven innocent or get a plea deal or get out, he'd never be the same. He'll never be the same again. Never. And that's unfortunate. It's unfortunate, but if you can't do the crime, don't do the time. And people forget. When you out in the streets, man, it's a chance that you can die, and it's a chance that you can go to jail, prison. And I made that decision a long time ago that I'm good. And another decision I made, I had to cut people off that was in that life, because that can affect you. And told stories about all that, about other people that then got affected, bro. You gotta, especially if you somebody out here who don't want to be associated, you gotta cut them friends off, bro. Don't try to talk them out of what they doing, be in the air about being legit, man. Every person got their own, destiny. But you got to disassociate from people like that, because that can impact your life. And you could be guilty by association. So, but hey, it is what it is, for him. Hopefully, hope the best for him. But hey, thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Next subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications. Increase your chance to get notifications. We go live or drop a video. Financially want to support the channel. Cash App, $, CJ Good 313. Venmo, CJ Good 313. PayPal in the description. Check out the music and talent playlist. Hit my link tree. You can find me everywhere from Twitter, Twitch, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Instagram, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and much more. Link tree the first link in the description. Peace.